Hey, if you want to build a membership site today, let's talk a little about what people need out of the membership solutions. When you're looking at all those different plugins that are available, what is it that you need and that your customers need, that your members need when it comes to choosing a membership plugin? So the first thing is they got to be able to register and pay. Customers have to be able to do that. And there's a lot of great plugins out there that do a great job of protecting content and a great job of creating member directories and all that. But if you can't collect money, then that may not be the right component for you, right? And so when you look for a platform for your membership site, right, make sure that your membership plugin supports PayPal, Stripe, Authorize.net. There are other gateways you may need, but those are the three that I find most common on membership sites. The second thing, right? Customers should be able to access protected content. Now, just about every membership solution out there does that. But if you're doing other things like directories and communicating with each other and event calendars and ticketing, and you're not focused on protecting content, including downloads, then your membership plugin's not doing it right. What's the third thing? You need to be able to bill your customers regularly. Now, what do I mean by that? It's not just about yearly billing or monthly billing, but it is about recurring revenue. And you have to make sure that you have the ability and the flexibility to bill upfront, bill for a year with renewals at a yearly level, quarterly, monthly levels. All of those options are going to be required, right? And you want to make sure that your payment gateway is supported, that your subscription is supported. So it's not enough to say, ooh, we can introduce a PayPal button or a Stripe button. It's got to be, it all works together. Right? What else do you need out of a solution? You should be able to email customers easily, right? And that's the transactional emails like your order receipt, your welcome email, emails before you renew. Those are all going to be critical. So those are there. But also, what are the other things you have to do, right? You got to be able to email them when you have important news, or if they're going to, if you're going to introduce upsells or opportunities for them. So it's not just the transactional emails. Look for systems that give you the ability to add other emails into it or to manipulate the emails that are there. The fifth thing and the last thing I'll give you, of course, there's a lot of other things you might need, but is you need coupons, videos, downloads. They should all be first-class citizens. So if you have to go through extra work to make a Dropbox links, upload a file to Dropbox and then bring that link back into your membership site, too much work, right? You need to be able to support downloads as an intrinsic part of your membership site. You need videos to embed as an intrinsic part, Vimeo, YouTube, anything else. And you need coupons, right? You need to be able to give someone a coupon to sign up. So those are the 5 things that when you're comparing membership sites, you need to make sure that you have. All right. Now, with all that said, what are your options out there? I want to give you 2 options first that are not WordPress related, right? Even though I spent a lot of time talking about WordPress, the first is a SaaS called MemberStack. And one of the benefits of MemberStack is that you can use any website platform, any website builder, anything, and they just add a couple parameters into some of your forms and such so that they can integrate with it. So what you're doing is you're pushing maybe the payment and other components off your site to theirs, but the protection is happening of the content on your site. So if you want to use other platforms, it's an interesting SaaS model that I think has done a really great job at making it easy for you. But if you're like, hey, I already have all this content on Wix or Squarespace, I have it as HTML, and you think, oh, I got to move everything to WordPress before I can put a membership site on it. MemberStack means you don't have to do that. The other one is Podia, and Podia is an incredible online platform designed for membership and online courses, landing pages, everything else. It's kind of an all-in-one. Now, you have to have the second plan or the more expensive of the 2 plans to have memberships. and that's just a heads up that you got to know. But integrates with Zoom, does webinars, does it on demand, does the courses, does the ebooks, downloads. Everything is intrinsic to the platform. Also includes chat, so that you don't need another product for chat. Also includes email marketing as a first-class native component of the solution, so you can schedule emails that go out. There's a lot that goes for it, right? It integrates, if you don't want to use their marketing automation, it integrates with ConvertKit, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, and several others, so you don't have to worry about that. And you can automatically notify members of new content, right? So there's a trigger on, hey, new content was published. Let's go check out all this stuff, right? $39 a month, $79 a month. Those are the two plans. It is a monthly piece, so it's not like buying a plugin for WordPress where you pay once and then maybe you don't pay until the next year. All right, I told you 2 that were non-WordPress. Let's look at a couple others that are WordPress related. Access Ally, man, I got to tell you, these guys have it going on. They also charge on a monthly basis, so you got to know that. But most membership plugins, you create a plan, you price a plan, and that restricts your content. That's how it works. And you're going, yeah, that's how it always works. Not so much here. Here you go, oh, I want to protect this content. Great. But that can be abstracted from what I want to charge, which means they're one of the only pieces, one of the only solutions in the WordPress space where you can have multiple offers for the same protected content in a really easy way. And that is awesome. They have full integration with ActiveCampaign, full integration with ConvertKit, full integration with Stripe and PayPal, protected content, downloads, embedded videos, all of that stuff. Member directories as well, and coupons are super easy and fast to create. So it's a all-in-one solution. I think the Essentials plan starts about $80 a month, so it is going to have cost on a regular basis. But if you want to make money every month, sometimes you got to spend a little money to make that money. One of my all-time favorites, and one of the ones I recommend almost all the time to people, is a plugin called MemberPress. MemberPress is a WordPress plugin that brings a lot to the table in terms of integrations to other WordPress solutions. So if you want to connect it up to BuddyPress, you want to connect it up to other plugins, Affiliate Royale for affiliate payments, it's all there, right? So that's nice. You can create all sorts of rules around how you protect it. It does support all the drip stuff. It also supports umbrella or team memberships, so you pay and then all of your employees can get access. That's very cool. It has total support for upgrades and downgrades in their monthly payments. It supports Stripe, PayPal, and Authorize as well. And they have full integration with several different marketing solutions, marketing automation solutions. So that should be really good news to you. Now, one of the items that, one of the plugins that a lot of people don't talk about for membership is a solution that is hard to classify as a membership plugin. It is WP Fusion. And WP Fusion is fantastic for connecting to your marketing automation solutions, also protecting content. So you can tell it, hey, if they're not in your marketing automation solution with this tag, then they don't get to see this content. So really tight integrations is what it's all about. It is a no-code solution. You do not have to write code to make this work. And they do a lot of deep integration with marketing automation solutions like ActiveCampaign. So what they're doing is they're passing the tags back and forth between your ActiveCampaign or your ConvertKit or anything like that and WP Fusion. And since WP Fusion is sitting in your WordPress site, it means those tags from your marketing automation are now in your WordPress site, and you can use those tags to give them access to pages, give them access to content on pages, all that good stuff, right? It is a little bit more expensive to get the full edition, right? But it is only expensive when you're comparing it to plugins that charge you once a year for, say, $99. This is a little over $350 to get the full suite of everything, but that's on a yearly basis. And when you prorate that out monthly, it is cheaper than many of the other monthly solutions out there. It's incredibly powerful. And if you have already been doing a lot of work in your marketing automation solution, this is one of the first ones I'd take a look at. Now, if you haven't been doing a whole bunch inside of a marketing automation solution, you're just doing a whole bunch in WordPress, Restrict Content Pro is one of those that you may want to look at. It is the other one. We'll talk about Paid Memberships Pro in a second, but it's one of the two that has so many hooks driven for developers, right? It's designed so the developers can go in and make it their own. A couple of years ago, I would say Restrict Content Pro wasn't in my top 3 or 4 because they limited it to, you could only be in one membership at a time. All that's changed. Corporate memberships and umbrellas are there. They have way more functionality for things that no one else does, like limiting your access to older content. Like you sign up and you get forward content, you got to pay extra to get back content. They can define when you want to expire that membership on a specific date, even regardless of when they signed up, which is very cool if you're building out certain kinds of sites that just say you get access to the rest of the year. Done. That's it. Start again for next year. So very cool. To get all the bells and whistles, it's $249. That's as of the recording of this video. It may change. But the other plugin that goes in sync with these guys, the other one for developers, which is not really, it's a mistake to say it's for developers. Simply, it has prided itself on making so many hooks available and so many code snippets available for developers that you kind of feel like, hey, this is perfect for developers. That's Paid Memberships Pro. Paid Memberships Pro is, again, just under $300 for their Plus plan. If you are building an association site, right? No one has built more association sites on WordPress than using this plugin. This is the go-to plugin, and all of their snippets of code that help you with that are awesome. They have more support for more gateways, payment gateways, than almost anyone else. If you want to do custom fields at registration, they do that. If you want just about any feature that you can imagine, they have 64 extra add-ons to their base plugin that take you in all these different directions. And that's just amazing, right? The code base keeps getting added to, right? The team behind it are constantly enhancing that product. So you should take a look at it. One of the plugins, and the one I'll end with, that was on the list years and years ago, then wasn't on the list for many years, and now is again, is Wishlist Member. And if that's an old name, yeah, it's been around for a long time, yet it got completely rewritten. It is open source code, and they have done a whole bunch because they've always focused on internet marketers. So they have integrations not just to the PayPal, Stripe, and Authorize that you know, but Infusionsoft, ClickBank, done. Recurly, done. One Shopping Cart, eWay, JVZoo, Pay, like all of them. They understand that you may be using some of these solutions, SamCart, ThriveCart, all the carts they work with. They also integrate with just about every marketing automation solution that's out there. And they support pay per post, right? Which most of the others don't. That's going to be a really good deal for you if that's what you want to do. They also have the ability to create custom single pages for each customer that are only seen by that customer, which I got to tell you is one of my all-time key favorite features, and they do it, and they do it well. So anyway, we've just gone through the core things you need, as well as 8 different options, 6 that are on WordPress, 2 that aren't. I hope this helps you. Have a great day, and good luck building your next membership.